Music and song once again hit the stage at Centennial Concert Hall. It is the opening season for the Manitoba Opera. That was just a little bit of dress rehearsal, and it is, of course, the wonderful opera, The Barber of Seville. And with me right now is the lead, Rosina, Nikki Einfeld. Welcome back to Winnipeg, Nikki, because I know Winnipeg, well, is your real home.
It is. I am definitely from Winnipeg, born and raised.
And no snow right now.
And no snow, and I have to say I'm thrilled about that. I don't miss the snow at all. I now live in California, so there's just no snow in California.
All right, the role of Rosina. What is it like for you as an opera singer to sing this role?
Rosina is a wonderful, young, vibrant lady who, well, she's a teenager actually, who is coming into herself for the very first time, falling in love, learning to what it is to be wanted by a young man. And she's also in an interesting situation where she's a ward of a very older man, the Dr. Bartolo, and she is kind of locked in his house because he kind of wants to keep her all to himself and has plans actually to marry her at some point. Of course, the situation of the evening is that Figaro devises a plan so that he can get the Count Almaviva and Rosina together so that they can at last live together happily ever after, as it always happens. And so she's just this young, boisterous girl who gets to show that she understands the world that she's been locked away from and gets to experience love for the first time as well.
And it must be fun to play a role like this. The opera itself is fun. It's funny.
It is. It's a comic opera. There are many just hilarious situations that unfold as the evening goes along. And basically, it's the play that happens to get these two together that create all these really funny situations. The Count dresses up as many different characters so that he can get into the house and trick Bartolo. And, you know, he also creates enough noise and ruckus that the entire community starts to go, what's going on in that house? And so it's just a series of events that lead to this just big unveiling of who the Count Almaviva actually is, and that he's now going to take Rosina off to a better life.
Oh, yes, yes. And speaking of lives, coming back home, playing in front of a home crowd, it must be a little special for you.
It is. I always feel like I'm at home when I'm singing with Manitoba Opera. I've sung many roles here now, and it was also where I got my debut as an opera singer when I was young. And if you can believe it, I actually even sang in the opera chorus when I was in University of Manitoba. And I still recognize many of the chorus members from my time when I was young singing in the chorus. And so it really is, I feel very comfortable here singing with the company, and everyone is just so warm and loving. And you know, it's even last night when I was standing backstage just before my first entrance, it was nice to just kind of look down and to see this really familiar place that made, you know, it kind of feels like my opera home here. So.
Well, it certainly is, and so many things have happened to you. Your career has skyrocketed, and you also are a mom. So I always love this on how women balance career, family, and have a life, really.
My little girl is 2 years old. She travels with me everywhere. We have the privilege of keeping our family together because my husband can bring his computer and work on the road, which is not, you know, it's something that's very special for us. And she absolutely adores the lifestyle that she's been brought into. It's very routine for her now, of course, and she was in the dress rehearsal audience last night, enjoying every moment of the show, and, you know, she embraces what I do. She'll tell you, she says, Mommy's an opera singer. So she's very serious about that. And, you know, it's wonderful to see the experiences that she has, and to experience opera and this lifestyle through her eyes as well. And she's actually brought a certain amount of joy and new life to my work as well in her coming into our world. So.
Will she follow in Mummy's footsteps?
Well, she does like to sing, and she's very dramatic. So there is a possible opera star in the making, but, you know, who knows? She might trick us all and become a doctor. So.
whatever she does, she certainly will have the love of both parents, and that's so wonderful.
Definitely.
So nice to meet you, Nikki. Congratulations on your role here with the Manitoba Opera. May there be many, many more.
Thank you very much.
For Shaw TV, I'm Tracy Coda.